Hi students, welcome back to the physics class. In the previous video, we already started our second chapter, Equations of Motion, and studied how to draw position time graph. In position time graph, we have to mark the position in y-axis and time in x-axis. And according to the value, we have to draw the position time graph. Okay? And today, we are going to learn about how to draw velocity time graph and about equations of motion. So let's see how we can draw velocity time graph and what is the first equation of motion. To draw velocity time graph, first we have to draw the axis x and y. In x-axis, we have to mark time and in y-axis, velocity. Same as that of the position time graph. So let's see how we can draw the velocity time graph. For that, here is a table from your textbook 2.6. In the table, we can see the time and velocity of a moving object. And here, the time increases by 2 seconds. That is 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. And what about the velocity? Yes. Here, the velocity remains same throughout the journey of that object. So, let's see what is the nature of this velocity time graph. So, for that, first we have to take a graph paper and then draw the x and y axis. In y axis, we have to mark the values of velocity and in x axis, value of time. Okay, here the time, the scale of the time is taken as 2 seconds and in velocity the scale is taken as 5 meter per second. Okay. So we know that by increasing time by 2 seconds, what about the velocity? Yes, the velocity remains the same, that is 10 meter per second. Okay. By giving the values of the table in the graph, we can get a graph showing uniform velocity. Okay, that means here the objects move with uniform velocity. Here time increases by 2 seconds but its velocity remains the same throughout the journey. So this is an example for velocity time graph. Next, we are moving to equation of motion. For that, we are taking the velocity time graph. With the help of the velocity time graph, we are deriving the equations of motion. Okay. And from the graph of the velocity time, now we are going to find out the displacement of the object between 2 second and 8 second. And we know that velocity equals displacement by time. So therefore, displacement equals velocity into time. Okay. In the graph, it is equal to AB and AD. That is, displacement is equal to AB into AD. That is the area of ABCD. That you can see on the figure. Okay, AB into AD. That includes the area of ABCD. This is equal to the area of the portion under the part BC of the graph. Okay, under the part BC of the graph. So once more, here we are going to find out the displacement between 2 second and 8 second, and we already know the equation for finding velocity, and from that equation we have the equation of displacement, that is equal to velocity into time. And from the graph we have the velocity as AB and time as AD, that is AB into AD, and that portion is the area of ABCD. This is the displacement from the graph. Okay. Displacement of a body within a definite interval of time is equal to the area of the portion under velocity time graph. That is, for a body which moves in a definite interval of time, the displacement is equal to the area of the portion under velocity time graph. Next, we are moving to the first equation of motion. For that, the velocity time graph of an object traveling with uniform acceleration is given. Okay. For that, first we have to draw perpendiculars from T1 and T2 to the graph. They meet at points P and Q respectively. Okay. Draw another perpendicular to QR from P. It meets at A. And here we have to consider the trapezium PQRS. Okay. Here the trapezium is PQRS. Let small letter u be the velocity of the body at time t1 and v be that at time t2. In the graph, the points P and Q correspond to u and v respectively. Consider the trapezium PQRS. Students, can you see the trapezium PQRS? Yes. Okay. So, in the trapezium, let small letter u be the velocity of the body at time t1 and small letter v be that at time t2. In the graph, the points P and Q correspond to u and v respectively. You already know small letter u is the initial velocity and small letter v is the final velocity. So, let's look on the figure once more. First, we have to draw perpendiculars from T1 and T2 to the graph. They meet at the points P and Q. Okay. Second, we have to draw another perpendicular to QR from P. It meets at point A. Then we get a trapezium PQRS. Okay. And small letter u be the velocity of the body at time t1, that is at 2 seconds, and v be at time t2. Okay. In the graph, the points P and Q correspond to u and v. Okay. And from the graph, PS equals AR. Okay. PS equals AR. So, that is the u, that is initial velocity. QR equals V, that is the final velocity. Then SR equals T, that is the time. So, how can we find out the time here? T2 minus T1 by taking the difference. Okay. Then AQ equals QR minus AR, and from the figure we can say that QR is V and AR is U. That is AQ equals V minus U. Okay. So, from the figure once more we can say that PS equals AR, that is the initial velocity U, QR equals V, that is final velocity, SR equals T, time. Okay. Then AQ equals QR minus AR, that is V minus U. Okay. Then from this we are going to find out the equation showing velocity time relation, that is the first equation of motion. Okay. So, we know acceleration equals change in velocity by time. Okay. And from the graph, we know that acceleration A equals AQ divided by SR. AQ is V minus U divided by SR, that is time. Okay. So, what is AQ? V minus U divided by T, that is SR. So, V minus U by T is what? Yes, that is acceleration that we already studied in our 8th standard. Okay. So, we have find out that AQ equals V minus U and SR equals T, the time taken for the change of velocity. Then what is acceleration? A equals V minus U by T. Then AT equals V minus U. Okay, by cross multiplying we get AT equals V minus U. Then by rearranging the equation we will get V equals u plus at. Okay. So this is the first equation of motion. So what is the first equation of motion? V equals u plus at. This equation is used to find out the final velocity of a body. Okay. And for finding that, we want u, that is initial velocity, a acceleration, and t time. Okay. So that's for today. Okay. I hope you all understood the content. Okay. Don't forget to draw the velocity time graph on your notebook, and definitely you read the textbook. Okay. Thank you for watching. See you in the next class.